Hello, all you beautiful gamers out there. Totem Lord here, and I'm here again with the Switch Lord Council. How you guys doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm Jace from the Oubliette, also known as... oh god.
Goth?
Yes, you can go with that.
And Deva from Deva Rock Gaming. Yeah. So what brings us here today, Rebel?
Well, today we are here to open and critique the Mega Man X collections 1 and 2 on the Switch. Care to enlighten us here, Deva Lord?
Oh, let's see. What are we enlightening with? Are we going the...
Let's show the beautiful people out there what exactly it is we are critiquing.
You could be the...
What?
Behold! Even have this whole, like, level of...
Now, in the past, Capcom's actually released a pretty decent amount of physical games on the Switch, which is nice to see. It's actually growing a little bit more. We actually started off with Ultra Street Fighter 2 here, which came out roughly about a year ago. It was more or less just a remake of the old Street Fighter 2s, which was fine, a little overpriced, but hey, not too shabby. However, its major downfall was yuck.
Shame.
The credit side.
Yes. Also, we've had this, let's see, Monster Hunter, which actually, although did not come out in America yet, I picked that one out. Yes, next month.
Next month, yeah.
Is it next month?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Almost exactly a month from now.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Indeed. It's a really good game, even though you can't read it at this point.
I've enjoyed it. Would you care to show them the inside?
No. They can't read it, it's not important.
Now, the inside is pretty nice. It's definitely better than the Street Fighter one that I've just showed you. It actually comes with a small instruction manual. Although it is just kind of bare bones on instruction, at least it was something. And there is a little bit of art in there.
Which is nice. Kind of the background area of, what was the first... Oh no, it's the town, right next to the forge.
Oh, yes. Just a lovely little bit of art there.
Actually, now that I pulled it out of there.
Ta-da!
It's
So-
gorgeous.
So definitely up in their game a little bit, pun intended. And another release that we had on coming from Capcom is the Street Fighter 30th anniversary, which turned out okay. Front is not too bad. Back's informative. It is a collection, so there's not going to be too much in the way of words. But once again, we are left with
Sadness.
Sadness and failure.
indeed. However, the most recent one was never mind. Blah blah. One of the more recent ones is actually the Mega Man Collection Volume 1 and 2. Jace, would you like to show them?
I suppose I could.
Drink it in, people.
Drink it in. It is so sass.
It's kind of the same as the Street Fighter collection. It's kind of telling you what games are on the back, which is what you'd expect from a collection. But the true treasure on the inside.
Indeed.
Remember that time when you dazzled me, Jace? I'm gonna need you to dazzle the audience.
Ooh, it's magic.
Ta-da!
A nifty collectible fiber cloth. So, me personally, my hopes are high for this critique and opening of the Mega Man X collection. However, the inside of the Mega Man collection art is, well, would you just look at it?
Would you?
Ooh, let me see that. Oh.
And really, that's kind of why I wanted to really start making these videos, is to bring back that kind of flair that we used to get with our physical copies of especially here on the Switch, because all three of us are Switch players, and I'd really like to see more of it. What about you guys?
Indeed.
Yeah.
I would really like to see a lot more artwork and gadgetry and just little knickknacks that they used to give you. You know, I mean, the books, as we said in our last video, that they used to give you a little bit more bios and things like that, maybe even a little bit of history. A prologue. Something.
Yes.
But I mean, it's nice that there are a few companies and a few people making games that are at least giving you a little bit of art or a little bit of things here and there. But it would be nice to see that come back as a major thing. Everyone gets at least a keychain for your case, or like we were talking about last time, or something. Something would be nice.
Indeed. Your thoughts, Deva?
Well, here's my thoughts on it: is that if you spin the, you pay the the artists, and you are selling the art, the picture, like these are the things that you go for. Why just on the one side? Like, why not on the inside?
Why stop
I mean,
there?
clearly,
Right?
what are we losing here?
I mean, you know how many.
Let me
things
take a
they
look at
come
what we're
for that
losing here.
pictures.
90-day limited warranty, all the stuff that's typically like
In a book.
that nobody reads. I don't know if it's got to be there by legally, but at that point, put it here in the small text that nobody ever reads anyway. You know, kind of if it is a legal must, but yeah, it must not be if you have other boxes that have that nice art.
True.
Yeah, if you're going to pay and spend the money to have the artists cover one side of it, if not something on the back, just make the whole thing a treasure. Like make it valuable.
Collectible. Make it
Collectible.
everything collectible.
Everything you wanted and more.
That's my thoughts on it.
Well, gents, before we open this, I don't know about you, but I could use some life potion.
I could use a little magic.
Potion.
Shall we cheers, my fellow lords, before we start?
Indeed.
Tinky, clinky.
Clinky.
Here's my life bar going up. Chug, chug, chug. Ah.
Dangerously low.
See, I only took a little bit of damage, but I'm not the tank.
I guess I'm Black Mage.
Alrighty, well, hey, as you people may or may not know, there's only one way to open a physical copy of a game, and that is with a overcompensating knife. You ever dance with the devil? Never mind.
You're too.
Alrighty, we have the unveiling. Da, da, da.
Oh my, it's the dance of the seven bells.
I hope there's another fiber cloth.
Or something just as delightful.
Alright, so let's get down to Judgment. What do we think?
Stab it through the box.
What? Pace yourself, pace yourself.
Sorry, it's the potion. What is happening to
Bubbly.
me?
I can feel my hair growing. So, the front of the box here, what's our opinion on it? What do you guys think? I'll let you guys lead, either one.
Like I said, I really am enjoying the colorations. Like we talked last time, the darker colors. I don't know. It's not exactly warm, but for me, it's warm. It warms my heart. I like the darker purple here. Kind of reminds me of
A young Neil Diamond.
a young Neil Diamond. A young Freezer, really, or Cooler. But that's what I think.
A fair point. Lord Deva, your thoughts?
I actually like it. It has hot and cold, so it kind of shows the color scheme is good. And I don't know if you can tell, but what Jace was talking about before, the dark purple, that kind of face in the background, it's dark. It doesn't distract and take away from the main point, the hot and cold figures. I don't know who the red and black one is, but Mega Man like pops out, and then there is like still fine detail in the shadows of the darkness behind it. But it's kind of like you get the hint of what's going on in the game, but it's not like it's not clutter. So I like it. It's good coloration. They did a good job of the darkness kind of making
Good contrasts.
yeah, it makes the main pop as it should.
Me personally, I do like the color schemes. Honestly, I want a little bit more. I mean, it is very minimalistic. I mean, I know it's going over the spectrum of an entire collection, 8 games, which is quite a few games to make just one cover for. But honestly, I want just a little bit more. I really don't know what, but you can barely see the guy in the background there. You see Face Man there. I'm sure that's not his actual name. Well,
But it is.
but you really have to look for him. Honestly, I thought like a third of the cover was kind of had nothing until I truly got a good look at it. But I don't know. Me personally, I want a little bit more. Maybe not as high as your guys' rating. Which do you guys want to do a rating system or just kind of go what we have?
Well, last time we were going with a 1 out of 10, weren't we? Something like that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Unless we get a council agreement of different numbers or styles.
I say 8, 7, 8. Yeah, it's not like amazing.
Yeah.
But also, like, it's classy.
Personally, I'd give it a 4, just because I want more.
One more.
You glutton.
I would land myself around maybe a 6 or a 7. I'm not overly knowledgeable of like the Mega Man world or anything like that, but it's very nice, very crisp. I like the colorations of it. It seems like they put what they could put in. I'm guessing that the people there are somewhat significant to probably all the story. That's why they're there. So I think it's good for like all the reasons that Shed had mentioned, and from what I had mentioned as well. I mean, 6-7 to me seems pretty good. Because I also really like your black-faced man over there that is just almost
Kind of treat
non-existent.
for looking at the heart like, ooh, hello treasure.
And then all these little eyes in the background of little demons. Oh,
You see, I was never able to find Waldo back in the day, so that's why I don't like him. I don't like Baseman.
I don't like you.
Well, I do believe that the front has been judged. Okay, now the back here. Let's see. I will lead this part. Kind of like what I said in the before. It is a collection, so it tells you all 8 games, which honestly, it's just Mega Man X, 1, 2, yada yada yada. However, what's kind of interesting is it includes different modes, the new features. We have the X Challenge mode, we have the online leaderboards, X-Man, oh my god. We have Mega Man X Archives, gonna get a lot of hate, Tom. And we also have the day of that symbol. Oh man, I should have touched up on this. But it's maybe one of you guys would recognize that symbol. But honestly, I think it's a pretty fair back for a collection. I like it. I'd probably give it, I don't know, 7 or 8 personally.
Yeah, I would give it. I would give it about a 8-9. It's taking up the full amount of space. There's no negative. There's no white. There's nothing hard to read. It's kind of, actually, it kind of reminds me of Pokemon, just because they always come out in pairs. Of it fills the whole top of it. Like, it's information. It's art. I like it. It's art. Yeah, it's filled with color. They're not wasting it. It doesn't feel like they're putting a sticker on a couple things and like a bunch of words. Like, it's kind of what I expect and what I would hope would be on the inside of covers is
kind of get you ready and excited.
Yeah,
for the
it's
game.
immersive. It's there.
Agreed. Any more thoughts?
I just really like that guy. I like how they drew him. He looks badass.
I think that's Faceman from the front.
Is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess it probably would be, huh?
I'm pretty sure it is.
He looks much more debonair on the front.
Would your rating be about the same, about 8-ish?
I'd say 7 or 8. I do like everything. It's a nice contrast. I'm guessing that's a good sign. So we know that guy's good. He's probably Mega Man's brother.
You can tell by the hair.
And the face.
Robo Bro.
Bro. Same mechanic. Thank the maker.
Well, my fellow lords, I do believe that is a judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now for the inside. Let's check this out. Life potion. Take a break.
Fudge off.
All right, let's have a look. We have.
Kill it.
Well, give me just a moment here. Let me sort out what is on the inside. I believe in you. Okay. The inside, I'm afraid, is they kind of went the same.
Gust.
Ugh. Oh my.
Disappointing. So many words.
Is this not why we make the videos?
This is
Here is Capcom. Let's see. On the inside, well, that's a clear 0 right there on the art because there is
a severe lack of.
Do you know what's real sad? Is that they wasted paper to put this really colorful, pretty thing on there. All this paper, like that could have been that you could have blown up a page with that,
And put all this on the back of this.
Is that there's like these well done drawings, very sharp, and it's on this paper. It's like it's white on the back, so
Is the inside not made of paper? Just a thought. Well, contents, I really can't count the full game download as an extra because that is, it was expected. Let's see. We have enter sweepstakes to win, all expenses paid trip to Tokyo Game Show. So that's kind of a shameless self-promotion. Am I wrong? It's like you said, Chad. Like, why not include? Maybe not like the information, but that's actually, I think that's kind of a cool little pose of Mega Man right there. I mean, I wouldn't mind that on the inside.
It is a
And you
good
get
drawing.
that one on one side, this one on the other. It'd be beautiful.
I mean, granted, that is a classic Mega Man and not Mega Man X. And then we have an ad for the Mega Man, the classic Mega Man collection, 1 and 2. And then we have the upcoming Mega Man 11, which I'm totally going to buy.
A lot of stuff.
But of course you are.
Well, so we just reviewed the front, we reviewed the back, and I guess that was the inside, which, a little disappointed. Final thoughts, you guys?
The artwork is good on front and back. I'd give the back a little higher rating, so maybe about a 9, the front being 8. Art-wise, that's kind of it for there. Don't know the gameplay, so...
True. I think I'd have to agree with Chad on that one. The back is definitely the strong suit, since there's really only 2 spots to grade here, the front and the back.
Inside.
We don't speak of the inside. I like both the back and the front of it. I enjoy both the art and how they went about it. I would probably go with the same, about a 7.
You just have a game boner for the guy on the front.
I just really have a game boner for the guy. See, he just doesn't look the same. He looks so much more debonair in the
You're
first.
so much more attractive in your profile picture.
Your profile is just so much different. So much different.
But don't they always look more handsome in the dark? I don't know.
If the booze can't do it, the dark will.
I don't know. I think overall, I'm a little disappointed. Kind of seeing what else Capcom has done. The fiber cloth was really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, at least with one of them, they had something like that. But why not with this?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I think that's another video down. Shall we cheers and call it good, mates?
I've never had. Who's been drinking my potion?
It's been you.
What's been happening?
I'm in my potion.
Alrighty, all you beautiful gamers, thank you for watching. It was a pleasure. The Switch Lord Captain. We are out.